네, 녹화를 시작하고요. 오늘은 이제 킹덤컴 에필로그 플레이를 해보도록 하겠습니다. 제가 좀 알아왔어요. 예, 그 라우어 켜낭 때문에 이제 라우어 하는 것 때문에 킹덤컴을 마무리를 못하고 껐는데 진짜 얼마 안 남았더라고. 예, 그러니까 막 내용을 본 건 아니고 이제 더 이제 들어가는 내용은 뭔가 시간 그 뭔가 이게 뭐라냐 얼리 억세사? 예, 뭔가 이게 없나 봐요. 스토리가 그 이후 없나 봐. 그래서 아마 이게 킹덤컴 요번 플레이가 마지막이지 않을까 합니다. 얼른 마무리를 짓도록 하죠. 지긋지긋해 킹덤컴도 이것도 재미는 있는데 마무리하고 도박 몇 판 하고 이게 결말인가? 모르겠어요. 어쨌든 에필로그가 거의 마지막이라고 알고 있거든요. 부모님을 죽인 원수는 어떻게 되는 거야? 어떻게 되는겨? 부모님 뭐 빡빡이 못 찾는겨? 아니면 스토리가 더 남아 있는겨? 스토리가 뭐 다운로드해서 추가를 하는겨? 몰라 나도. 갑시다. 토트는 떠났고 놈의 병력은 뿔뿔이 흩어지만 아직도 해결되지 않은 일들이 많이 남아있다. 요피스트 변경백이 왜 리타이를 방문했는지 알아봐야 된다. 모두들 북쪽성이 있을 게 분명하다. 이거거든요. 여기 마크바트 이스반 토트 새끼가 마지막으로 잡아갔죠. 그러니까 그거를 잡는 스토리가 지금은 없나봐. 지금은 없고 뭔가 이제 게임사 측에서 그 추가를 하는 걸 기다려야 되는 그 상황인 걸로 알 것 같아요. 이제 진행하도록 합시다. 네.
Oh, how? Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst
뭐야 이
as well?
새끼?
I am. What about Istvan?
잡았어?
Assume that we
K4?
didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right.
친구 됐죠? 그래도
Anyway,
같은 귀족
let's go and see
친구.
what Jobst wants from us.
같은 귀족 친구 됐죠. 저 새끼 처음에 존나 싸웠는데 지금 좀 사이가 좋아졌어요.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon. And this is my son, Henry. I didn't know you had a son, Sir Redzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
얘기 좀 해봐.
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
The question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is
벤체슬라스.
being held in captivity.
솔직히 스토리 기억 하나도 안 납니다. 그러니까 앞에
I
그
have to
뭔가
confess, my
정치적
lord,
상황
that
자체는
your
난 기억이
answer
하나도 안 나.
surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed,
어쨌든
until
뭐
recently you sided with
벤체슬라스가
your
우리
other
편인
cousin,
거면
Sigismund.
알아요.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's
얘네
gift for
가신들이야
government.
뭐야?
Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for
와인과
wine,
여자
women,
사냥.
and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy
Young
when
sir.
there are duties to be
어린 아들.
performed. But to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother.
야야야.
When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in
어우,
return his
시작부터
brother
설명
would help
중이야.
him become
졸려
the
죽겠네,
king of
씨.
the Romans.
맞짱 떠 그냥.
Leave the actual
다
reign
맞짱
of
떠.
Bohemia
병사들 다 이끌고 와서
and
다
the
죽여버려.
empire to him.
대가리 찢어버려.
Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected King of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
나라도 그렇겠군.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
Puppet.
I must say, Margrave Yops,
Puppet.
Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty
결국
children in
혈통빨이었어.
need of a good clout of
헨리도
ideas.
귀족
Sigismund
조문인
would agree.
마을처럼.
He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm
결국
here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghof is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be
지그스문트가
settled
처음에
without unnecessary hostilities or expenses.
스칼리츠 말
I have negotiated
쳐들어올
an alliance
새끼들
with the Hungarian
그 빡빡이를
bishops,
잡으려고 지금
Polish,
목표죠.
and of course the Czech nobility against
어쨌든 왕이
Sigismund.
그 정치
Every day
싸움이
he is
있다는 거,
losing the ground
왕이
under
두
his
명이라는
feet,
거.
and that's why I need your help too.
벤체슬라스라는 무능한 왕을 어쨌든 지키려는 거.
What kind of help, though?
맞나?
Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghof, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise,
띠가 없게 말하네.
hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghof know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghof at his castle and
또
we'll see what he
나댄다.
tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do
어떻게 할
next.
건지 전쟁에
I'll help
참여할
you
건지 말
compose a
건지
letter
뭐
to
할 건지 말 건지
I'd
저럴
like
건지
Henry
말
to
건지
come with
알랄랄랄라.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Gutenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the
결국
situation.
짬시키네요.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I pack my things.
Excellent. Margrave Yobst and I will draft the letter. Get
너
ready,
글 쓸 줄 모르잖아.
and we'll meet back here.
너 글 쓸 줄 모르잖아. 아우 진짜.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name.
그래 대선이네요. 그렇죠?
Quite so.
아버지가
Margrave.
얘기하시고.
What exactly am I to write?
Oh, what isn't really the
아버지가 얘기하래요. 아빠!
to learn where they
아빠!
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
니들이 짬시켰잖아 임무가.
Can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but
왜 케이 폭격이 호의야?
You'll be
나도 같은
traveling as
귀족
Lord Cape
친구
on
귀족인데.
bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes
Rest assured.
and don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter.
Yes.
Very well. Berghoff
트로츠키성.
is at Trotsky Castle. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless
말을
you
타고
hit a snag
살림거리를.
along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
아 존나 많아.
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia
Luxembourg.
for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are their cousins. But instead,
와
they've been in a
이거
bitter armed feud
제작자들
for years. And now Sigismund's fallen
제작자분들
out with Wenceslas.
역사 공부 엄청
Wenceslas also had
하셨겠다.
another brother.
나
the
이거
youngest,
봐도 뭔 소리인지
John of
모르겠어.
Görlitz, who was
어.
most probably poisoned.
뭐 이성계 아들
They seem like a
7명 6명
hot-blooded
이런
lot.
얘기인가?
It's hard
맞나?
to keep
이성계
up
아들
with
그렇게
their
많았나?
affairs, since they tend
몰라요 뭔 소리인지 몰라.
Who is he really?
the cousin of King Wenceslas. He's the Margrave. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. I don't know what led him to do, but he really is the lead.
I'm a bit concerned so many people.
Well, there's no
벤체슬러스 사냥
straightforward
친구이자
answer
술
to that
친구래.
question, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how
아,
he'd like.
통치자로서의 재능이
He
부족했대.
never had much of a head for high office. You can't just abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few.
Who is this Prokop that you're?
Jobst's brother, the king's cousin. He
뭔
and
소리인지
Jobst
모르겠어.
warred over Moravian supremacy for years.
봐도 뭔 소리인지
Then
모르겠습니다.
they were allies for a while, betrayed Wenceslas, and sided with
뭔가
Rupert of
전쟁이
the
일어날 것 같은
But after Sigismund
전쟁이래.
abducted Wenceslas,
뭔가-
Prokop fomented a revolt
뭔가
against
그런
him,
머시갱이가
and
일어날 것
Sigismund had
같은
him
느낌.
captured.
느낌적인 느낌.
Make of it what you will. I, for
그래,
one,
개인적으로
got that
나도
head or
뭔
tail
소리인지
of it most
모르겠어요.
of the
The League of Lords and that Berghoff.
The
귀족
lords
연맹은
of
뭐야?
the powerful houses. Heinrich of Rosenberg, Otto of Berghoff, Heinrich of Radetz, and others.
아,
They're unhappy with the way their influence declined after Wenceslas surrendered. They abducted the king years ago and made him bow to their will.
귀족
They got away with it. that time.
연맹이라고 또
And now they've
뭔가
joined forces with
힘 있는
Sigismund and done it again.
정치
But now it seems
집단이
that
있나
Sigismund's
봐요.
behavior is starting to rub them.
I don't know all that much.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks. He was defeated
지그스문트가
at
지금
Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most
뭔가
of whom were
이게
mercilessly slaughtered.
많은 저거죠.
Sigismund is ambitious and
군인
capable.
군사도 많이
He
갖고
might well make a
있고
better ruler
야망과
than
능력이
Wenceslas,
있는데
but he's arrogant.
지지도가 지금 떨어지고
And to our
있다.
misfortune,
지금 뭔가 저 사람의 뜻대로 가면은 여기에 있던 이 나라의 규율과 규칙이 깨지면서 지그스문트의 나라가 되기 때문에 지금 귀족 연맹이라는 데랑 지금 이 라드지 코발라 머시갱이랑 헨리 얘네 집안들은 어디 편에 설지 어떻게 해야 될지 벤체슬라스에 펼지 지그스문트에 붙을지 지금 어떻게 하는 상황이죠.
Rupert of the Palatinate.
Rupert is the Prince Elector of the Palatinate.
What's a prince?
The prince electors
와,
are
말 존나 많아,
dignitaries of
진짜.
the Holy Roman Empire
네, 여러분
who have the right to
다
elect the king
읽으세요.
of the
다
Romans.
읽으셨죠? 네.
Some of the nobility in
와.
the empire recognized Rupert's claim.
뭔
But when he went to
소리야?
Rome to be crowned emperor,
뭔
it
소리야, 이
turned into
미친놈아.
a fiasco.
몰라.
So, now we
그러니까
have
결국
two
로마 왕
kings
두
of the
명이라는
Romans.
거야.
Jobst sided with Sigismund for a while.
That young man, Sir John of...
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia.
와, 나 하품
Sir
나.
John sits on
아.
Jobst's council. Since the king's being
와,
held
공부하는 것
captive in
같아.
Vienna, I suppose it
그
makes sense
있잖아요.
to have a
딱
powerful
공부하려고
Austrian
딱
house's allies.
자리에
It could
딱
be very useful.
앉았는데 졸린 거.
That's about all.
Very well.
야, 편지 내놔.
So what do you think?
편지 내놔. 대인 써주네. 저 왼쪽 아저씨가 글을 쓸 줄 모르거든요.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir
와, 개 졸려.
Capon should be
와.
back and we can discuss how
그렇게 잠을 많이 자고 왔는데
to
개 졸려.
proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country,
미개한 나라.
and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better.
둘 다 설명 중이야.
The Hungarian
특히 저
nobility
오른쪽
would gain
놈이
nothing from
갑자기
joining his
제가
campaign in
설명드릴 수
Bohemia. He didn't have
있겠군요
enough
하는 거
coin for a
보니까
regular army,
저놈도
and so he
극한
recruited the
설명충이다.
Cumans. When he does not pay them, they make up for it in
살쪘네.
plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
회의 본격.
It's done.
나대고 있어. 씨.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
(85목금) 축하합니다. 메인 스토리 라인이 끝났습니다. 원하시면 보조 임무나 활동 수행하거나 그냥 세계를 떠들 수 있습니다. 언제라도 한스케이프의 무료하게 지도 밖으로 나가서 게임을 끝낼 수 있습니다. 아, 끝났네요.
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
끝났네. 메인 스토리 끝났네. 와, 참말로 허무하다. 그러니까 뭐라 해야 되지? 이제 어쨌든 아버지의 복수를 하려면 전쟁을 해야 되니까 근데 전쟁을 하려면 지금 얘네들끼리 전쟁을 할 수가 없으니 이제 귀족 연맹에 가서 뭐 어쩌고저쩌고 하겠다는 거죠. 그쵸? 그러니까 결론은 지금 우리는 출발해서 함께 앞마당에 날 기다린다. 우리는 저희 지금 이거 못한다는 거지. 라타의 북쪽에서 연주들 중요한 일을 영조로 나한과 동의했다. 지금부터 피메르 나는 원정의 끝을 내고 보헤미아 왕조를 벤체스로 4세에게 되돌려야 한다는 것이다. 그들의 귀족 연맹의 일원이다. 벤체스 강력한 정치 따따따따따따따따따따따따. 그러니까 결국에는 마크바크를 보스를 못해 저거를. 네, 못합니다. 예. 못하고 끝난 거야. 그냥 끝난 겁니다 이제. 예. 뭔가 이제 추가적인 스토리 라인이 나오기 전까지는 예. 뭐 끝난 거죠? 예, 뭐 할 수가 없는 거지? 일단 킹덤 컴은 여기서 마무리를 짓는 거죠 뭐. 또 이제 컨텐츠 나오겠지. 다운로드가. 이거 얼리 어댑터야 뭐야 이거? 보자. 얼리 어댑터야? 킹덤 컴. 모르겠어요. 얼리 어댑터인지 모르겠어요. 일단 저는 떠나기 전에 마지막으로 도박쟁이랑 도박 한판 하고 마무리 짓겠습니다.
I've got a bit.
돈 개 많아. 천생연구. 네 개에다가 행운의 아니다. 호일수 2개. 호일수 3개야 지금 나? 호일수도 3개네. 4 5 6
You're a brave soul taking me in. I'm not used to losing.
와우. 마지막으로 하는 도박 개발라 주겠습니다. 에휴, 야 주사위 좀 바꿔라. 촌스럽다.
This'll be the one.
미친 짓 하죠.
Now I'm for the
저
shot.
미친 짓이죠 저건. 1 3개. 아휴, 수고해라. 그쵸.
That's it.
말도 안 되죠. 빨리 꺼져 임마.
We'll see.
1 2개 먹고 꺼져. 그쵸.
Finished.
와우. 개사기야. 1 3개 나간 것 같은데? 아니군요. 꺼져 임마.
This'll be the one.
6 꽝.
Down.
에이, 이 판에 끝났어야 되는데. 5 2개, 3 3개. 어이, 축하한다.
That'll do me.
야, 옛날에는 이게 뭐라고 소리치면서 했는데 지금 뭐 아유 끝났다. 수고.
Kurva! Why the hell did I even start playing?
오케이. 자, 는 마무리를 하러 갑시다잉. 가자. 나의 에마 빼블즈. 이 모든 여행의 끝을 다시 써보려 해. 자, 여행을 떠나요. 누구한테 밝으면 얘한테? K폰? 경비병. 케이폰한테 말 걸면 돼? 조용히 해.
So, can we set off now?
바로 출발.
So, to horse! The Lord of Bergov is bound to be waiting us eagerly.
갑시다잉. 모든 여행이 끝. 그러니까 마크바트 잡는 거는 이제 나중에 하는 거겠죠 뭐. 여행을 떠나요. 메아리 소리가 들려오는 계곡 속에 흐르는 물 찾아 그것으로 여행을 떠나요. 게이본이랑 절친됐죠. 그래도 얘도 좀 정신 차린 것 같아. 그쵸? 놀고 먹기만 하다가 말 바꿔야 되는데 나 말 쌉을.
Now it's like a high-born bastard.
I'm getting used to it.
What about Rodzik? Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well,
Yeah.
I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to
쌍놈
befriend
새끼 또
a
끝까지
noble
말하는.
bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
말 느려가지고 점점 뒤처지는 거.
Yeah. What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again. But now it looks a lot more complicated.
Exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggars
얘네
belief.
되게 어색하지도 않다 둘이. 내가 나 같으면 내가 헬리였으면은 할 말 없을 것 같은데 어색해가지고.
Did you know that King Wenceslas is such a
쿨하구만.
such a
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
What a dismal world when you can't keep trust in your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
이제 할 말
What do
없냐?
you think of Sigismund?
아이씨.
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over
뭐 우리
him,
둘이만
right?
가는 거야?
Not that I'm defending it.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
뭐야? 어쩌라는 거야?
Do you know anything about Prokop?
Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two about him.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lamberg, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanush?
말 진짜
Well,
많네.
he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Yost.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite them being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one
야,
thing, they
끓는
couldn't
물
get past the
감옷옷
Iglau
그
wicket.
성
Their
위에서
pitchforks
부은
and
거겠죠?
cauldrons of
야,
hot
그거 얼마나
water.
무서운데 임마.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanush as such a rebel.
야, 둘이만 여행 떠라는 거야? 참 위험하다.
And have you heard anything about
와, 이
Lucas
새끼
of
헬리 이
the
새끼
Palatinate?
거기 어색하니까
He can't manage
막
even
아무
to
말
wrest power
꺼내는
from a
거
king
봐.
who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That
이런
doesn't
친구가
seem
착해.
like a
이런
man who has
친구들이
what it
착해요.
takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
야, 걸어가줘야겠다. 말 없이.
Yeah. And
빨리.
that Berghoff we're going to see. Do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other
어디까지
nobles are quite in awe of him, and his castle is
얘기를
apparently quite
할까요?
impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
찐따 들고.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous.
거드름
The
피우는
king
자.
doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father.
I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the Lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang on.
나 이렇게 말 많은 게임 졸려.
But he gave them seats at the provincial